Another tutorial. I just want to outline some of the basics of Nparticles. I want to start with a scene that I've set up. I've got a plane here on the ground. I've got a helix here that I've created, and inside the helix, you can see I've taken off the faces here, and I've got a little tube, and inside there I've got a sphere. That sphere I've sort of just set in place there, and I've also put in a skydome camera, a skydome light, I beg your pardon, and a camera in the scene, a secondary camera in the scene, which is going to be my render cam. Okay, so that's what I've done to set the scene up. Let's set up some particles. So I'm going to grab my P sphere. And I'm going to go to Nparticles, and I am going to go create, emit from object. So emit from object, and I'm going to make sure that I'm set to surface, so it emits from the surface of my sphere. And you can see straight away that I've got an emitter node now attached to the P sphere, and I'm going to choose surface as my emission attributes, basic emitter attributes. Okay, so I think that's probably about it for here. I think I'll leave I'm going to keyframe these later on, but let's just press play and see what happens. And as you can see, we've got particles falling to the ground. Let's set the helix up as a collider. So I'm going to select the collider, and I'm going to go Ncloth, create passive collider. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to go to the floor, and I'm going to go create passive collider there as well. So now I've got the floor and the helix as colliders. So let's press play, rewind and play, and now you can see I've got my balls filling up. Are they coming down and out? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe something's going to happen. Let me have a look. What do we see there? I just might have to go into a wireframe preview, and let's have a look. Yeah, the balls are filling up, which is great, and they're coming down. They don't quite have enough time, it seems, to make it out. So let's increase in the nucleus section. Let's increase the gravity. I'm going to make it 40. Let's see what that does. They might come down a little faster. And hit play. There we go. That's a bit better. And they're coming out, and they are hitting the floor. Great. There we go. Alrighty. So there's our particles. I'm going to go and find I think I'm going to fill this up a little bit and get them all the way down. So let's play this out again. And I don't want to wait this long to see particles coming out, and so what I might like to do is set the initial state. So at this point in time, I think this is not a bad place to set the initial state. So I'll grab the particles, I'll go to my fields and solvers, and I will say initial state set for selected, and then rewind, and now I've got that selected state set. And now what I might do is go play forward. Beautiful. At this point, I might keyframe my my emitter. So I'll start from that selected state. I'll go in. I'll start here at. Let me see. I'll do 1,000 particles and set that, and then come along to 10 frames and go 0 particles. Set that and rewind, play. There we go. So I've set the initial state, and now I've just given an extra boost of particles just for me to muck around with. Okay. So that is the basics of setting up a particle system and setting up an initial state so that you can choose where you want your simulation to start. Thank you.